Hello there, wayward soul. I don't believe that we've met yet. Let me introduce myself. I am the Lich, Omoi. Welcome to the 100 subscriber special. 100 subscribers. With this milestone of reality unlocked, I believe it is time to introduce myself proper. This body is owned in full by Bayless. The souls of which are speaking to you are temporarily having a hold over it, permitted by Bayless himself. I am not a demon, devil, or holy figure. None of those godly, intimate relationships exist here. He chose to allow me to exist in his body so that I could get back to where I used to be. I have been through innumerable space-time distortions, ideations of reality, the voidal summation, the Big Bang.
No.
What?
No.
What?
This is not going to be effective.
I am literally explaining everything that compromises and composes the being that I am, the essence of my entity.
Yes, and knowing you'll go on like that for hours. I want my body back. I got things to do.
Then what do you suggest, Bayless?
I'm glad you asked. Open your book.
Fine.
People have already came through and asked us questions. Just read through them, answer them. I'll help you if you need the help. If you don't, I'm here for you. I'm you.
That's it?
Just don't get into a you loop and we'll be good. And like I said, I'll back you up on any question that you can't answer. I'll just read them out of my body and answer them. You know how it is.
Question 1. What is a Lich? A Lich is a mortal who has a goal so grandiose it goes beyond their natural lifespan. They realize that their natural lifespan is holding them back. So, with the aid of a very difficult and intense magical process, they alter the rules to their existence. They release themselves from their mortal bonds, allowing them to live as long as they like, oftentimes succeeding in that initial soul-crushing goal. The Lich will then continue their existence doing whatever they like for as long as they like, for they are immortal, essentially. Unless they're banished or defeated or they go mad, but
does that mean like you're a zombie? Like that sounds like a zombie situation.
No. Why would you even say that?
You just described like an overworking, like zombie situation, kind of like a necromancer that raised themselves.
How dare you? Becoming a Lich is much more intensive than wiggling one's finger at themselves and saying "Yumo Gwegwai Fini Sao." There's much more to the process, and you are not even guaranteed existence after it is done. You have the chance of destroying all that you've ever known, everyone that you've loved, everything that you've worked for. This is much more than spellcaster. Let's compare becoming a Lich into making or preparing a mythical cake. You can't just go down to the local grocery store and find the recipe for a mythical cake, okay? There's a reason for that. If a standard mortal decided that they wanted to be a Lich, and they started upon the process of making this said mythical cake, the end result could end with countless lives lost. It could end with civilizations crumbling, all because this person mixed the wrong ingredients together in the wrong order. the people that are in that town would be decimated, as well as the surrounding cities, and there's so much death that could occur. But if you are able to create that cake and become a true Lich with your mentality still intact, you can go on to do things that you can't even imagine in your current state. You live and you can consume and test realities and probabilities that before weren't even a part of the equation. A Lich is that being who consumed the cake of mortality and won.
Sounds like a zombie with extra stats.
Next question. Why was Victory in that lawn chair in the middle of the woods randomly?
Because he was scrying on the PCs from a safe distance. Victory did not encounter the group before, or rather he wasn't sure what you would do this time, so to ensure his safety, what he did is he made sure he was a safe distance away, and then he interacted with you all. That's why. Can never be too careful.
Sure. Question 3. Is your phylactery a kitchen item? What makes you think that I would answer that question? That's like asking a mortal of this time and space what the record of their family bloodline is, their social security number, and what their answers would be to those invasive Facebook games. Question 4. What is the best thing about being immortal, and what is the worst?
I wonder that too.
I think the best thing about being immortal is that you are able to enjoy time. You're able to use it and manipulate it as you see fit. Before the process, you are rushing whenever something that would happen that you could not control. Whereas now, you have time to step back and see the bigger picture without being in a rush to do so. I think that's the best thing. And I think the worst thing is when you start to lose yourself to that freedom of time. You start to become severely egotistical and unwilling to converse with those that you can't fathom, living or have the ability to exist in the way that you are. I've seen it happen time and time again. If it weren't for my coping mechanisms, I fear that I would have gone mad as well.
So, like, are you looking for other liches? You're not, like, the only lich. So, like, are you looking for other liches to have these conversations with?
What? No. Liches suck. Typically, they go mad or crazy or power hungry, and 2 liches in a room? That would dissolve into nothing more than a staff comparison contest, where it would last for centuries in demi-planes all over, with contingency battles and varying mediums until they dissolved into I ain't about that life. I ain't about that unlife. I ain't about none of that. Miss me with that.
Did you just mean to call yourself egotist? Next question. If banishing rituals require salt, how are you handling your seasonings with it?
I banish bland food from existence using it, so I treat it with respect.
No. Like, aren't you like a demon or something? Like, you know, salt here is typically used in banishing rituals, like to protect oneself from people, entities like you.
Once again, I am not a demon, devil, angel, or holy figure, no godly servant. I'm not an elemental. I am a lich. Different thing.
But you are like possessing my body like right now. And I remember when we first met and you threatened to keep my body if we didn't work something out. Like literally I'm in the void right now because of you. And don't think I forgot that. And lastly, you do sound like you snort tea leaves and sneeze out like haikus with contracts attached to them. So their thoughts make sense.
First off, I was banished from my plane of reality, and I woke up to seeing you, okay? It's the same as you would be waking up and finding out that you were surrounded by someone that you didn't know in the middle of the night. You would brandish a weapon and begin to try to beat that ass as well, wouldn't you?
Fair. Next question. How do you stave off boredom in the kitchen?
Fun fact, that's what kept me sane through my transcendence.
Once again, like, isn't like one of the things about being like an undead zombie situation is that you can't taste?
I can. That's why I'm not just a zombie with extra steps.
Touche.
Speaking of cooking, what best flavor goes with chocolate?
Oh, basil and honeydew if you're feeling fancy.
That's an interesting answer, Bayless. Next question. Why does it take you so long to make videos? Well, I have an innumerable amount of time in my void space.
But I am a human. One human, not a team, not a crew, one human doing all this stuff. I have never done this before. This is all a learning procedure for me. And also I have very little energy coming home from work, and I'm still trying to think of things to actually do and how to do them. And I'm like, whoa. And not to mention I have ADHD, which means I barely can get through a single task without shifting to something without realizing that I shifted in the first place. And then by then, time has passed. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, it's terrible. But, I'm thinking to myself, why don't I do more and continue to commit? And I am going to commit. Even though I am bursting at the seams of my soul, I will continue to do what I can do to keep putting out these videos. All right, next. What are your goals here? I just wanted to have more magical color on screen. That wasn't like an evil, well, Lich is kind of evil, but like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't, if you know, you know.
Who are your favorite YouTubers? That one's yours.
Migrate Challenge, Lo-Fi for Ghost, Riven X3i, Monty Owam, Jacob's Vocal Academy, The Great Escape.
When do you have time to watch all of these people?
I don't. I just eat into my sweets.
You do know that our flesh will fail us if you keep up that pace, right?
Do you have any pets?
Yes. Back in my home plane, I actually had quite the number of pets. My favorite, well, not my favorite, but the most rowdy one of the bunch would have to be Cerberus.
Excuse me?
No. Not your Cerberus. My Cerberus was a 3-headed Hydra plant. So, play on words. Pun.
Why black and gold?
I wear black to eternally mourn those that have no one to mourn them themselves. And I wear gold because even though I may not be living per se, I do keep my style funky fresh. As long as it's 60 to 80% black to the gold, then it won't be gaudy, and that's fine.
That's pretty dark. But I thought it was just because it was aesthetically pleasing for you.
Yes. Once again, the gold is for me. What is your favorite book? Tangerine. Oh, you have that book here as well?
It can't possibly be like the same one. It can't. Yeah, But thank you for staying on task, because that was all the questions I had. All 13. Wow, you did that. You did that. Well, that's it for me. I'm gonna head out now. I'm gonna go back and study a little bit more on the void. But thank you and goodbye.
That wasn't too bad. We will be doing another one at the 1,000 mark. But if you'd like to submit your questions, you can do so in this video below and ask them directly to the Lich or Bayless, and I will answer what I can. And do not forget, we do have an Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, Facebook, all of the media is social. So find us where you want us. And as always, live your best life for as long as you can. Oh my god, look at the quality. Oh my god, look at the quality. Look at the quality. Speaking like the Lich in Bayless's body just feels dirty, almost as if it's not right, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it anyway. I'm done. All right. That's it. That's it. Doesn't that mean like you're a zombie though? I don't. I just eat into my sleep. No. The mic might be too hot. Yeah. This isn't going to be effective. My soul will literally burst if I try to do anything else. But here I am. Punching all the envelopes. Rolling. Thank you for joining me. I love this angle right here. This is magical. This right here, this angle, this look right here. This look is magical. I can't wait to actually have the Lich in this look and like talk. Like right now, if I speak like the Lich, I feel as though I'm doing something dirty. Like Bayless wasn't meant for this. Like it just feels weird. Ugh. I feel as though this is like what Yami Yugi felt like. Whatever his name was in Yu-Gi-Oh. So it's wild. Like this is crazy. Can you all imagine like what this channel's gonna be in like 4 months if I keep this up?